Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another Stormworks video and welcome to episode 21 of our classic career survival series. In today's episode, we are going to be building our first train for the season. I would like to get the main body of the train built today and ready for the engines next episode. Also in between videos, I've completed a small mission because we actually needed some more research points to unlock the train wheels, but I've got that all sorted now. But anyway guys, without further ado, I hope you'll enjoy. Let's get started. Alrighty, so here we are in the workbench once again, so let's get straight into it. We're going to move this down and forward a little bit so we can start with the front of this bad boy. So what I'd like to do, I think we might come out 3 more blocks on each side. We'll bring this up a little bit, something like that, or maybe 1 more would probably be fine. Then we're going to go with some wedges, so this will be kind of the front bumper, like the front bar of the train, I think, something like this, and then this will be the top of it here. And we're going to do a slightly different train to what we usually make, so I'd like to come up maybe here. Maybe we might take 1 more block off that. That's looking a little bit tall. We're going to get some more wedges out, and we're going to use some of these big ones. So this one is going to be a little bit of a pointy end kind of front of the train. Should be pretty good. And then we'll just make a little bit of floor for a minute. So we'll go like this, turn these around, and we'll come up something like, well, definitely not like that. Something like this, I'm pretty sure, is what I want it to sort of look like. And we'll grab a little wedge, and we'll stick it right in the front like that. So I'm trying to make the front of this kind of a little bit curvy with a little bit of a bonnet on it, and then the windshield will be kind of right back here. Should look pretty good, hopefully. So what we need next, we're going to need a 1x4. We might put that in right there. Yes, and then we will need one on this side as well. So we'll turn this around the right way if I can. Boop, very good. And maybe a 4x4 piece. So one of these ones in there. Yeah, that's looking pretty good, actually. I like that. And then we need a 1x4 to come up the middle, but before that we'll put a 4x4 pyramid on like this, and then a 1x4 maybe sitting right here. And then the actual cabin of the train will be starting about here-ish, so we'll leave that like that for, actually we'll come up 1 more. I don't know how to make this bit look half decent. We'll see how we go. On the front of this, I would like to put maybe some of these, so if we rotate that around, something like that. So it comes up and then the windshield is going to be right here. That should look pretty good, hopefully. And then what we might do, might go with some 1x4 wedges, and we'll stand these up. So they'll be kind of the front window. I don't know if that looks all right or not. I guess we'll see how it looks after. We're going to have some windows sitting along here as well. And then at the top of the train, we might just put some wedges on to kind of end it off a little bit. And we might put some sort of little windshield on the front as well. Something like that. That's looking pretty good, actually. And we'll put a little pyramid in here. We go like that. Very nice. And I guess we'll just fill the roof in there. That should be high enough. Is that a good width? We should probably put a train piece underneath to see, actually. Let's see what we got here. We'll probably use these ones, the classic ones. So we'll turn that around and get it facing forwards. So that's the middle right there. Oh yeah, I think that's pretty good, actually. It's the same width as the train base. Okay, we'll leave it there for a moment so we can use that for reference. Then we need to fit some windows in here, so we'll grab some 3x3s and we might stand them on top of here. Something like that. Yeah, okay, and we'll put one in the middle there. That works pretty well, actually. Nice, that feels in really good. Let's continue on with the train, heading down this way a little bit. So we're going to come down like this. I don't know exactly how long I want this to be. What we might do, we might just put a little middle piece in like that, and we'll just put another train wheel on the back somewhere and work out how long we want this. We might just chuck a set of wheels right there for now. We may change it later on, but for now I think that looks pretty good. And what we might do with these wheels here, we might move these back slightly, I think. So we'll just turn these back around. So they were sitting about here. We might move them back to under the front like that. That should be pretty good, I think. All right, we'll leave it there for a moment. And we're going to have a little bit of a fuel tank under here. So we'll come down there and we'll just assume the wheels are going to go here for now. And we'll bring this all the way back. Something like that. That's not going to scrape. Let's spawn that in and see what it looks like. Oh, it's a little bit low. I might bring it up 1 block, actually. Just that will match the front as well, because the front's, yeah, up 1 more. All right, we'll bring this up 1 more block. Boom, and go like that. Very good. So let's just open up this for now so we can see what we're doing. And we'll fill this all in. So something like this. And we'll bring that all the way to the front. Very good. So that's the same as is on there. Very good. So now we need to sort of put some sort of little wheel arch in here, I think. So if we come back like this and maybe, what do we got? Some wedges. Turn that around like that. Can we fit one of those up here? Oh yeah, something like this. What's that look like? Yeah, that's not too bad. We might leave it like that. And we'll put the exact same sort of setup on the back here. Boop, and turn that around like that and fill that in as well. Very good, that's not too bad. Let's go and do the same on the back. Just like that. So we have the wheel arches at the front and the wheel arches at the back. Very good. So let's concentrate on the cabin for a moment. Let's bring this back a few more blocks to about, maybe there. It should be fine. So the floor of the actual cabin is not going to be this low. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What if we go about here? That way we can stand up in there and walk around. That is the same height as the door also, so that should be pretty good. We have a little bit of a random space in here, though. I don't know what we're going to do with that, but we'll work something out with it, I guess. I'll fill that in like so. Very nice. Awesome. This is looking pretty good so far. I like it. So under here is going to be fuel. Well, let's start with a fluid anchor first. So we're going to have a fluid hose anchor sitting right there. Should be fine. And then we'll have a hose next to that. I'm going to do this now before I forget, because I always end up leaving this kind of stuff out. So let's put that, actually put that here, might be a bit better. We'll go like this, awesome. And then we're going to have a cable anchor as well right next to that one. So that way we can charge up and fuel up as needed. But what I might do, I might put it on top and we'll have them both sitting here. Might be fine, so we'll just go like that. Very good. Now we can fill in everything. So let's go on this side. We'll come up like this, and we're going to do the same thing right here. Very nice. Actually, with this area, I might make this some wedges so we can fit a little bit more in. That might be best. We might do the same thing back here too. So we'll grab some wedges, stand these up this way. Very nice. We can fit a little bit more in. And I won't do it on that bit there because that's where they are. Yeah, we'll just try and keep it even if we can. Be pretty good. So we'll turn that around and go along there. Very nice. We could also put some wedges in under here too, I guess. Why not? We'll go like, yay, like this. Go along like that. That'll be fine. We don't need any more than that. It should be good. And we'll just fill that in like so. Very nice. So that is looking pretty good. A little bit flat at the back here. We need to try and fix that up if we can. So what we might do, we're going to have the back of the cab end right here. Yes, and what I might do, something a little bit different. We might put some pivots in, and they will be our doors, so we can walk out and go down some little steps along the side of the actual engine itself. So I think for this build, we're going to have a diesel engine, I'm pretty sure. I haven't fully decided yet. I was going to have it steam, but I think diesel might be best. I don't know. I'll decide between videos anyway. What I might do for here, I might actually delete those. I might come up and we might put the little pivots in here. So I just want the door to be 2 blocks wide. I think we can still fit through that pretty fine. So we're going to do that. I'm going to come down there and these will be the 2 doors. Very good. So they'll open up inwards, I suppose. We'll put a couple of toggle buttons on those. 2-sided ones will be good. And we'll just go right here. We won't be a problem. Very nice. They'll open up, let us out. I might put some sort of hatch on the top as well, just in case we get ourselves into a bit of a pickle. So I might do that now. We'll quickly run some ladders up the back here. Yeah, that won't be a problem. Very good. We'll come up to there. We can get rid of every second one, make it look a little bit more tidy. Very good. And then we'll have a hatch just up here, just in case. You never know. Open, close, just a locking one will be fine, I think. We'll turn that around, and we've got to bring it back one more. Boop, there we go. Very nice. That is awesome. I was just going to put some steps in here, but they are 3 wide and the doors are only 2, so I'm going to have to work out something for here, so give me just a sec. Alright, so I've managed to kind of get the rail to go over it just like that. I don't think it looks too bad either, so we might leave it just like that, because in the middle here, we're going to change a few little bits and pieces. I made a bit of a mess there. My bad. So in the middle here, we're going to actually have the engine itself, so we're going to come down like that, so you can walk along the side there, hence the reason we've only got 2 wide doors. That should work pretty well, and that might go to about here-ish, I'd say, and then we're going to come out a couple more blocks. Actually, we'll just 1 more, and then we're going to put a little wedge on it. Might look a little bit better. Something like this. That's not too bad. And then we're just going to come all the way along here. So the engine will be sitting in this little area there. And we're going to have a way up and down right here. So maybe some ladders coming along here. So we'll go like this, and we'll turn these around. Very good. Boop. Very nice. And just like that. That should be pretty fine. Then we're going to fill that in with some wedges just like that. Awesome. So now let's go back to rail, and we're going to see if we can sort out this area here. So the segment end, we're going to put right there. Boop, and we're going to have another one right here, and that will go over to this area. And then that will just go straight into the side of the train like that. That doesn't look very good, does it? Oh, that's probably not too bad. It's all right. And then we're just going to go along like this. So that is the plan for that. So we can walk up and get into the side of the train like that. And then the actual engine will be here, and all the cooling for it will be in this area, I'm pretty sure. We'll see how we go. But for now, I don't want to close this up too much because we're going to add the engines in next episode. So we're going to come along like this, and then just roughly we'll just put a little roof on it like that. We'll go like get rid of that. And should we leave that square? We might put a little angle on it and see what it looks like if we do that. Might look a little bit better. Get rid of those. Put a few little angles going all the way down there. Very nice. And we'll put another one here. And then we need a little pyramid to fill in that corner piece. Boop. Very good. That's not too bad. I don't mind it at all, actually. Probably looks a little bit funny from up here, though. But from the side and the front looks pretty good. I like it. So we are going to have some sort of way to work on this as well. Maybe something that opens up. We'll see. Oh, I'm up a little railing there before we forget. Let's quickly spawn this in and see what it looks like. Oh, yes. I like it. Very good. I haven't built a train like this before. So this is something a little bit different for me as well. So we've got our charging and our fuel there, which is good. Climb up the ladder, and this doesn't... I can't even push that open yet, but that's all right. We will be able to get in just there as well, which is nice. And then maybe we need something that sort of opens up on the side, or a way we can get in and out of the back when we fit the engine in. We'll see how we go. We'll work that out next episode. But for now, let's just bring the back of this to about here, I'd say. And then we're going to end it off like that. Yeah, get rid of those. And we might put some corners on here too. So we'll go like this, turn that around, and come up like that. Very good. Awesome. Turn these around, go along, and we'll fill in all of this. And a couple more here. Boop, and a little piece for the back. One of these, and we'll stick that right there. So this little bit at the end here looks a little bit funny, so we might have to sort something out here. I'm not sure what we're going to do exactly. Or maybe we'll come out one more. So we got 4 blocks and maybe... or one more again. And we'll put some little steps in here so you can walk up the side, and maybe put some rails along the back. I don't really know. Let's just fill this in. Come down a couple here. And go up like that. Nice. So let's get some steps out and see what we can do here. Alright, so I've sort of got some sort of little step thing on the back here. I plan to put a door right here, so we might chuck that in right now so we can get in and work on the engine if we ever need to. Maybe just one of these, a hinge door will be fine. Turn that around and stand it up right there. Very good, so we'll just fill that in. Yes, we've got like a little thing we can step up on, go inside, and this will be where the bumper is. So we're going to have our little connector and our little stoppers and whatever they're called on there. I've also moved these wheels back 2 blocks, and as well as all the arches and that, and the fuel tank has been extended by 2 blocks. As you can see, I didn't change these over. We'll quickly do that as well. Turn them around, go boom, boom. Very good, nice. So we have a fairly big fuel tank, a fairly big area for an engine. We have this whole room here, which is really good. And we even have a little bit of storage space up here, or whatever we do with that. Maybe cooling, I'm not too sure. We'll see how we go. But I think that is looking pretty good. Let's very quickly add some lights onto the front. Actually, first of all, we might put down our little connectors and stuff. Actually, it's not a bad idea. So let's get rid of all of this. We'll go like that. Fill that in and come forward one more. And we'll get some little wedges and something like that's looking pretty good, I think. That might be fine. I might come up one more as well and see what that looks like. Oh, yeah, I think 3 high looks a little bit better, so we might leave it just like that. Sort of steps down. It's a bit strange, but anyway, we'll leave it like that. Now, our little connectors can be right here, so we'll go with some pivots. Grab some of these. We're just going to do what we sort of always do, so like that, with a little connector on the end of this. So we'll go like that. That's a fluid connector, isn't it? Yeah, we need a small connector. That's a little bit better. Just go like that. Very good. So that will stick out the front there. And then we're going to need some pistons. Do we have pistons? Yes, we do. So a few of these, maybe here and here should be fine, or do we usually go a bit further out? We'll go there, see what that looks like. Boop. Yeah, that's not too bad. And what do we usually put on the end of those? Got these little friction pads here. They look pretty good. I don't know how they'll behave sitting on there though. Let's oh, that looks really good. Let's leave them like that and see what it looks like when it's connected up. I like it. Very cool. Nice. All right, so we're going to need a toggle button for that as well. So a little toggle button. I have to stick that somewhere. We need electricity to pass through as well. So let's put a cable anchor on first. It's probably quite important. So we'll stick that right there. Then we're going to need a toggle button somewhere as well to turn the connector on and off. So we'll just go one right here will be fine. And we're going to need a cable too. So we'll chuck that right here. Hopefully this doesn't look too bad. Need to turn that around the right way. I don't really like that right on the front there. I might change that and put it up here instead. Might be a little bit better. Look, we'll go with something like that. I might change it later on, but for now, that's how it's going to be. Now, these need to be turned down a lot, I've learnt. So we might go down to 20%. We'll see if that works all right when we connect up a trailer, or a carriage rather. Now, let's grab all of this that we've done, and we're going to copy the exact same thingamajiggy on the back. So come up. I'm going to need that whole bumper, aren't I? Okay, cool. Copy that. And we'll drag it all the way back and see if we can get it sitting on here nicely. Okay, it's sitting on there. It looks a little bit funny, I think. I don't know. Do I need to like connect it together somehow? Put some little wedges along or something? I don't really know. I might do that. Just put some little wedges on. And then we're going to need something to sit in there too. That's probably fine. I don't know if I really like that or not. We might fix it up another time. We'll see. We'll paint it all and then make a decision, I suppose. The last thing we need to do is add a fluid spawner inside of here, as well as the meter and whatnot. Then we're finished in the fuel tank, which is good. So we'll chuck that right here. And then we need a meter as well, a liquid meter. We'll chuck that right on the top, just like that. We also need a way to be able to get onto the roof if anything else breaks or there's a fire and whatnot, so we can get in and out of that hatch as well. So I might quickly add some ladders on here somewhere. Where can we put them? Maybe we just go at the back here, should be fine. We'll just go up right there, turn them around, and we'll come up like that. We'll just delete every second one. Nope, just like that. It's probably fine. Go like that and fill it in. That way we can actually get in and see what it looks like to drive. So speaking of drive, we might quickly add a seat in as well. I suppose a driver's seat's the only thing sort of closest to what we need. We'll just come up a little bit here. I think it's got a little bit higher. Go like that. We might put some little wedges along the back here, I suppose. Yeah, something like that. That's fine. We've got 2 seats. Okay, I might just leave it like that for the moment. Let's save all of that, and we'll spawn it in and see what it looks like to sit in there. So we go all the way down here, and let's test this out as well. Whoop, yep, okay, so we can come up here. We could see what's going on, I suppose. And we've got a little door. This is where the engine goes, a bit of cooling, and there are the ladders on the other side of that wall. Can I get on those? I can. That's weird. Just went through the wall. Very nice. Anyway, that'll be our doors to get in and out at some point. So what do we got here? We've got a seat. Yes, very nice. We might quickly add a window in the side there as well. But I think it does look very good. I really like it. Anyway, let's take it back, and we'll quickly add some windows in. So we're on both sides. Very good. So we might just add a fair bit of windows. Something like this. Is that too much? At least it sort of lightens it up a little bit in there. I don't think that looks too bad. Nice and high up, isn't it? Far out. So I'm pretty happy with that for the moment, to be honest with you. These seats may actually get moved back a little bit, because we need a bit of room for the dash as well. So we'll grab these and move them back to there. We'll be fine. Grab some wedges and just go along like that. Awesome. So now we've got plenty of room for a dash, which is great, but we're going to leave that until the next video. So for now, I'm going to save all of that. So I'm going to quickly give this thing a paint, and I'll be back in just a moment. Alrighty guys, as you can see, it is all finished and painted. We have this sort of faded red look with a bit of grey going up through the middle and a little wrap around the front there. I think it looks pretty nice. I hope you guys like it as well. The last thing we're quickly going to do, while I remember, is add some little lights on. So maybe a couple of little spotlights down here wouldn't look too bad. Let's see what they look like. Is that upside down? Nope, that's up the right way. So like that. And I think for real, they actually have a couple lights up in here. So maybe we'll chuck a couple in, see what that looks like. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad at all. We'll leave it like that. That's nice. So we'll just paint that back to red and a bit of grey down there. Very good. So we're going to save all of that as is. We'll spawn it in and we'll push it out of the shed if we're strong enough. Let's have a look. And we can have a look at it in the sun. Would be pretty nice. Big push. Yep. All right, we can move it. Let me get this out of the shed. Just like that. Very good. Awesome. So that is the main part of the train sort of finished and built. We just need to add the engines in and a few other finishing touches next episode. Should be pretty good. But for now, guys, I'd like to say thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.